Imagine a man blessed with unimaginable strength, destined for greatness, but ultimately undone by the love of a woman. Was it love, or was it treachery? Today, we delve into one of the most captivating and controversial stories in the Bible, Samson and Delilah. Was their relationship rooted in genuine affection, or was it all a carefully crafted trap? Samson was born to Manoah and his wife, who were barren until an angel of the Lord appeared to them, announcing that they would have a son. From birth, Samson was set apart as a Nazirite, a person consecrated to God's service. This vow meant he would abstain from wine, avoid contact with the dead, and never cut his hair, which was the source of his supernatural strength. His purpose: to begin the deliverance of Israel from the Philistines, who were oppressing the Israelites at that time. However, despite his divine calling, Samson's life was marked by impulsive decisions, especially when it came to women, which ultimately led to his downfall. His strength was legendary, unmatched by any other, but with great power came great vulnerability. Samson's Achilles heel wasn't physical, it was emotional. His weakness for women, particularly foreign women, was well known. The Bible tells us of his encounter with Delilah, a woman from the valley of Sorek, who would become the key player in his tragic demise. Unlike Samson, whose life and mission were divinely orchestrated, Delilah's background is shrouded in mystery. The Bible doesn't provide much detail about her origins or her personal motivations. What we do know is that she was from the valley of Sorek, a region bordering Philistine territory. Delilah's name is often associated with darkness and night, which may symbolize her role in Samson's story. Some scholars speculate that Delilah may have been a Philistine, or at least aligned with them, considering her willingness to betray Samson for a hefty sum of silver. But was she merely a temptress, or did she have her own reasons for aligning with the Philistines? Could she have been acting under duress, or was she motivated purely by greed? Her true intentions remain one of the biggest mysteries in this narrative. The Philistine rulers, who were desperate to find a way to overpower Samson, approached Delilah with a proposition: discover the secret of Samson's strength, and she would be handsomely rewarded. But here's where the story takes a twist. Did Delilah truly love Samson, or was she simply motivated by greed? Could it be that she believed she was saving her people by betraying Samson? These are questions that have puzzled scholars and believers alike for centuries. Let's think about it. What would drive someone to betray the person they love? Was Delilah's act purely treachery, or was there more to her story? What do you think? Let us know in the comments below before we reveal more. Delilah begins her mission, asking Samson repeatedly about the source of his strength. At first, Samson plays along, giving her false answers. But as time goes on, Delilah's persistence wears him down. Why did Samson, a man of immense power, finally reveal his secret? Was it out of love, or was it a moment of weakness? Did he trust Delilah, or had he simply grown tired of her nagging? And so, the fateful moment arrives. Samson's hair, the symbol of his covenant with God, is cut. The Philistines capture him, and his strength leaves him. What was going through Samson's mind as he realized what had happened? Did he regret his decision? Was he angry at Delilah, or at himself? Here's where the controversy deepens. Some argue that Delilah was merely a tool used by the Philistines, and that her betrayal was inevitable given the circumstances. Others believe she acted out of love for her people. seeing Samson as a threat that needed to be neutralized. But what if there's another layer to this story? Could it be that Samson's downfall was part of a larger divine plan? After all, his final act of strength led to the destruction of the Philistines' temple, killing more enemies in his death than he ever did in his life. But was this really a victory, or a tragic end to a life that could have been so much more? Could Samson have avoided this fate if he had made different choices? And what does this story teach us about the dangers of letting emotions cloud our judgment? Let's dig even deeper. What if Delilah wasn't the villain we've made her out to be? What if she was also a victim of circumstance, pressured by her people and caught in a situation where she had to choose between love and loyalty? Or perhaps she was a calculating figure who knew exactly what she was doing. And what about Samson? Was he truly a hero, or was he a flawed man who brought about his own downfall? What do you think? Was Delilah a villain or a victim? Was Samson a hero or a man doomed by his own flaws? Samson and Delilah's story is a complex tale of love, betrayal, and the consequences of our choices. It reminds us that even the strongest among us can fall when we let our guard down. But it also shows us that even in our darkest moments, redemption is possible. Samson's final act of strength, though it cost him his life, was a testament to his faith and his ultimate victory over his enemies. If you found this exploration of Samson and Delilah's story intriguing, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. We've got more deep dives into biblical stories coming your way. And remember, the line between love and treachery is often thinner than we think. Until next time, stay curious and keep questioning.